Baylor has hired a new inside linebackers coach. It is former All-SEC linebacker Jamar Chaney, and he played from 2006 to 2009, and he was a captain for 3 of those 4 seasons, by the way, making 286 tackles and 6 sacks in 49 games. He earned All-SEC recognition in 2007 after leading Mississippi State with 89 tackles for the season, and his efforts led him being selected in the 7th round by the Philadelphia Eagles, pick number 220. And he is 37 years old. He played for the Philadelphia Eagles from 2010 to 2012, then Atlanta Falcons in 2013 and practice squad / off-season member only for the Denver Broncos in 2014. Then he was actually a player for the Oakland Raiders in 2014, and that was in his NFL career. Then he became a head coach at St. Lucie, West Centennial, his alma mater in terms of the high school level in the state of Florida, and he won 11 games, lost 8, and tied with 1, including a playoff appearance for the first time in 7 years that time. Then he obviously joined the college ranks as being a coach. He started at Florida as a assistant director of player personnel, and he was part of that staff that won 11 games and lost 2, including a bowl win over Virginia and the Orange Bowl that season. Then he went back to his alma mater, Mississippi State, as a senior defensive analyst for the late Mike Leach. Then in 2021, he went back to Florida, and he stayed there until 2022 as a defensive analyst. And this past season, he was an outside linebackers coach for Western Kentucky. And he is expected to make a strong impression on a recruiting trail, as well as becoming an up-and-coming defensive assistant as well. And we all know Baylor lost inside linebackers coach Christian Robinson for the same role at Alabama. And it was much needed. And we all know that Dave Aranda is going to coach inside linebackers too. But he's got to have... He doesn't want to do all of it because he's going to call the defense as well. You got to lessen the load a little bit. I mean, and that's the truth. So this only leaves, as of right now, I'm finding a new defensive line coach. Because we all know Dennis Johnson left to the Baltimore Ravens for the same role. But I felt like he was very fortunate to stick around for another year, because the last 2 years have been disappointing on the defensive line when you look at the numbers compared to that 2021 year. It's just the truth in all this. And Jamar Chaney was part of that staff that beat then number 7 Utah in 2022 before earning an appearance in the Las Vegas Bowl. So yeah, and he was part of that 2021 Mississippi State team that played in the Liberty Bowl and earned big wins over Texas A&M and Auburn. And we're going to have to wait and see what happens for this last hire on the staff as of right now. And I hope there is no more staff changes. And like in terms of coaches leaving. Because it's a month till spring ball, and I am sure that is very annoying for y'all, and it's annoying to me too, and annoying for the players. I mean, you're a month away. The players deserve stability, and I know stability in terms of we know who the coach is right before, already, instead of getting somebody brand new late. But it is what it is. I mean, Christian Robinson left for more money, let's just be clear, and a more stable position because it's a first-year head coach over there. And same thing goes for Chris Kapilovic, the offensive line coach that Baylor just hired in December. But I feel like Mason Miller is a better hire than he is. I'm not just saying that because he was hired more recently, but you got to look at the track record. Mason Miller is more impressive. And like I said about Dennis Johnson, I just felt like the defensive line was underperforming the last 2 years. So maybe it's for the best that Baylor's finding somebody else for the defensive line coach. We're going to have to wait and see what happens from here and what this team looks like in spring ball. Then obviously reevaluate the roster and see what other needs on the roster should be in terms of getting guys from the transfer portal. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button, and see you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, so make money out this course. Liking video, comment video, it really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and then subscribe, hit the subscribe button. It's free, the notification bell as well. And obviously, not only we have to add players, there probably going to be some subtractions as well. But it might be some guys that probably wouldn't get playing time anyway. So, that's that. And if you go on Twitter, aka X by the way, Kendrick Simpkins is very pleased with this hire.